Hey everybody, I'm here at Toucan Dive, my local dive shop, talking about the Oceanic Zeo Regulator. This thing's going to cost you about $650, and you're getting a great regulator for that price. Let's go over some of the features. First of all, is the first stage here is environmentally sealed. This is important if you're diving in cold or warm water, and here's why. In cold water, environmentally sealed regulators are going to lessen the chance of you getting a freeze-up on your regulator. On your first stage, that freeze-up is going to be a problem, and you try to avoid problems when diving, right? Good thing to have that environmental seal. But if you're a Caribbean diver, if you are smart enough not to get in cold water, why do you want the environmental seal then? Well, in the Caribbean, you got salt water. And you've got sand floating around in the water and other debris and just speckles of stuff. And when that gets into this first stage, it can corrode it and cause problems with the regulator. Environmentally sealed regulators are just a safer way of diving. And honestly, I can't come up with a scenario where you would not want an environmentally sealed first stage. Some other features of the Oceanic: it has 4 low pressure ports and 2 high pressure ports. Low pressure ports are going to be used for, connecting your BC so that you can get air to your buoyancy control device. It's going to provide air to your second stage regulator as well as your safe second. It's going to provide air. These low ports are going to provide air to your dry suit if you're a dry suit diver. So having 4 really should take care of what you need to have low pressure too. So you want to have 4 low pressure ports, and the Oceanic Zeo has that. It also has 2 high pressure ports. Now you have to have 1 because 1 is going to provide that information to the gauge or the computer that's going to tell that how much air is in that cylinder on your back. It's important to know, right? So why do you want 2? Redundancy. You can have that computer. You can have your computer on your hand and maybe a second gauge just to make sure that if one goes out, you've got redundancy, so you know how much air is on your back, how long you can continue to dive safe. Another nice thing about the Oceanic Zeo is it has a flexible hose, and this is just really nice. I mean, if you think about the rubber ones, boy, this is so much easier to bend, and it's not going to cause a problem. Look at that. That's great. That bendable hose is that flexible. Flexi is good, right? And speaking of flexi, another strength of this regulator is it's got a 3-way swivel. And what this does is it just allows it to the second stage of the regulator to just more comfortably sit in your mouth and not be pulling or kinking your neck in some way. The kink can happen here so that your head is just comfortably placed upon your shoulders. Bendy is good, right? Anyway, comes in 2 colors, white and black. Always good to have choices. Another nice feature of this regulator is it's got ways to adjust the amount of air that is coming through the regulator and into your mouth. Let's try that again. Depending on what environment you're diving in or how strenuous the dive is going to determine if you want a lot of air coming in or just little sips so that you can conserve your air longer. Having the ability to adjust that while on the dive is a real nice feature. I asked Rick here at the shop, what does he not like about this regulator? And he said, there's not much not to like. It's a great regulator. After giving it some more thought, he said, I guess if I had to come up with something, it might be this 3-way swivel. It's a great feature, but I guess it's another weak point. It's not a weak point. Let me be more honest. It's another point in the system that might have a problem. His experience is that it doesn't. But it's a point that might have a problem. So if you had to come up with a weakness for this regulator, that could be it. Otherwise, the Oceanic Zeo seems to be a great regulator. Like I said, here at the shop, it runs about $650. Come down, see us here at Toucan Dive, or visit your local dive shop. And as always, dive safe.